Hi guys, Steph here. What have we got for you today? Can you recognise it? Yes, I'm sure you can. You people that are regular viewers, you'll look at this pen and you'll say, yes Steph, that is a Parker Duofold fountain pen. This one's actually the Parker Duofold AF. Now for you regular viewers that watch my videos, you'll know that I've actually shown you this particular pen before. The reason I'm showing you this one, well, one, it came to me for a service from a customer, but secondly is the colour of this pen. Now the Parker Duofold AFs came in, well, 4 different colours. They came in a standard classic black colour, they came in a lovely grey colour, they also came in a nice burgundy, and this one, believe it or not, although it looks black on camera, is actually a blue colour. And incidentally, the blue Parker Duofold AFs are actually the, if you like, the rarer of all the colours. It's the most sought after colour. So again, if you look at the sort of the video there, I'm sure it's looking, well, yeah, I'm sure it's looking black, but believe it or not, this is the blue version. So that's the reason I thought I'd actually show you this particular pen. Again, if you've actually looked at my other Parker Duofold AF video, it has some information, but very briefly, the date of this pen, very late 1940s, very early 1950s. It's actually sort of falls within the middle of the Parker Duofold range. The earlier versions was also a button filler, but it was a sort of the mushroom styled button filler. As we'll show you in a moment, this one is what we term as the AF, which stands for the aluminium filler. And lastly, after this one, Parker then introduced the, well, what we all know as the aerometric type filler. So the size of the pen from the top of the from the top of the cap to the bottom of the barrel, 134 millimeters capped. Around the diameter of the barrel, it's a nice chunky 12 millimeters in diameter. As you can see, it comes with gold plated trim. And first of all, if we take you up to the cap there, you can see the very recognizable Parker sort of cap, and this is actually, it's what they term as the the chevron cap ring. So if I just give it a little bit of a twirl, you'll see that it's got this sort of lovely chevron pattern, and it's quite a broad cap ring as well. If I show you the very recognizable Parker clip to the top there, doesn't need any introduction, speaks for itself there, in lovely condition. To the very top there, we've got this blue sort of jewel to the top of the cap there. Also to the very top of the cap, I don't know if it'll be clear, to the sort of ring, to the clip ring there, you may see that it's got the sort of registered number running around the ring there. All in all, the Parker Duofolds, in my opinion, are the workhorse fountain pens, vintage fountain pens of, yeah, the late 1940s, 1950s. If you get a chance to get hold of one of these, then do so. They're absolutely superb. The quality, the way they're made, they're actually a workhorse of a fountain pen. Absolutely superb pens, quality made, and will last you for numerous years to come. Let's undo the cap for you like so. Let's give you the customary twirl at different angles. You can see it's nice and clean. It came to me for a service. I've put a new sack in it, had a couple of little issues that we've done. We've adjusted, I believe, the ink flow. There was problems with the ink flow, so everything's been cleaned internally, the feed, the section, the ink channel, the nib, everything's been thoroughly clean. I've slightly adjusted the feed and the nib as well, so live on camera in a moment we'll see how it writes. Incidentally, what I'll do, just to try and show you the blue colour, if I get my little probe light here, and I don't know if it's going to be clear for you. There we go, you can just see the very edge of the cap lip there. You can see it showing this lovely blue colour. So although on video it looks to be black, as you can see there, just shining it through the cap lip, you can actually see it's actually a dark blue. As we said, the dark blue being the most sought after colour within this particular range. Right, let's take you up to the section. The section is black, very typical Parker section, slight taper towards the nib, little sort of lip towards the nib there. And if we show you the nib, it's got the correct Parker Duofold 14 carat N nib. And again, for you people that are not aware, the N stands for the Newhaven factory. So, you know, I think we can sort of say that this pen was made in England and was made at the Newhaven factory. There's a sideways view for you. The feed underneath is a very standard Parker comb feed, as you can see there. Everything lovely and clean as it should be. The size of the pen, this one's a sort of, I think it's actually the Parker Senior as well. It's the sort of 135mm capped. It's the largest size. Very comfortable to hold, in my opinion. With my large hands, very, very comfortable to hold and to write with. One thing I'm not actually showing you, let's show you the barrel imprint, which is lovely and clear on the pen. It says registered trademark, I think, to the left and to the right, and then to the middle there it says Parker Duofold. Let's give you another little view of it. Sometimes it's a little bit clearer. So as you can see, a lovely clear barrel imprint. And as we said earlier, this pen is the AF, which means we simply unscrew this rounded blind cap. Incidentally, again, the earlier versions, for you people that don't know, also had a flat end with a jewel to the blind cap. But again, this is the middle, sort of middle of the range one. It has this rounded blind cap. So if we unscrew that, and there you have it. That's what we term as the AF, or this aluminium button filler. So let's pop that to one side. Now, okay, what we're going to do, we're going to do some writing with this one. So we're going to bring on some ink. To fill the pen, I've told you numerous times, we dip the nib in the ink and we simply press down on this button. In turn, it sort of pushes a pressure bar inside, which pushes against the sac and in turn fills the sac with ink. So I'll be quiet at this point. I'm hoping you could hear that. We've got some bubbling noise going on. Let's give the pen a wipe. Let's give a little bit on my fingers. It doesn't really matter. Let me just wipe that. Okay, it doesn't really matter. That's part of the game with pens. Occasionally we do get inky fingers. So let's bring on a brand new pad and let's see how the pen writes. Incidentally, I don't know if you noticed, the nib actually looks to have quite a broad tip to it, so it'll be interesting to see how the pen actually writes. So what we have for you is a Parker Duofold AF. as we said, made in England. We're dating it from the very late 1940s to the early 1950s. As we said, they came in numerous different colours. We had black, we had grey, we had burgundy, and in this particular case we've got quite the sought after blue colour. Does it have any flexibility? I would say no. However, as a thought, the nib being quite broad at the top may actually be a stub nib. It's writing very nicely, lovely ink flow as it should be. So if we do some figure of eights for you, there we go. Look at that. A lovely, right? Yeah, I would say it's got a sort of, yeah, I would say a stubbish nib. You can see there's a slight variation in the line, and when we do the figure of eights on the downward stroke, the line is quite broad, and we also get a slight thinner line on a cross stroke. So a lovely nib to write with, lovely and smooth, lovely pen to write with. So let's pop that to one side. As I said earlier, the gorgeous thing about these particular pens, one is, I believe, yeah, they're absolutely workhorse of fountain pens. They're a handsome pen to have as well. This one, as you can see, beautiful condition, but a workhorse of a fountain pen. An everyday writer will last you for many years to come. So Andrew, this will be back to you on the way to Spain today, so I hope you enjoy your pen. But for you people out there, I hope you've enjoyed looking at the pen as much as I like showing them to you people. Don't forget, leave a comment below, like the video, and if you possibly can, please support my work. But for now, I'll just say bye bye for now.